Hey everyone. I wanted to do a quick little video about my new hair color. I love this color. It's really pretty. I decided to do faux locks, and the reason I did this video is because I see a lot of people do faux locks, but their hair length is not like mine. My hair is kind of long, so it's a little difficult like doing faux locks because sometimes depending on the length of the lock, my hair actually hangs out the bottom of it. So yeah, I just showed a couple of different ways that I do it. I showed how I messed up and how I corrected that. So yeah, watch my video. Make sure you share, comment, like, and subscribe. But come along my little faux lock journey real quick. So on this day, I used the Redken Anti-Snap. I washed my hair and conditioned it. I used it's a blue bottle. I also like their gold bottle, which is the soft. I use that as a deep conditioner because it's so thick. It's awesome. Yeah, so as you guys can see, my hair is not detangled. The shrinkage is real. But on this day, I did the Redken Anti-Snap as my shampoo, and then I just let my Redken Anti-Snap conditioner sit in there for a little while. And I didn't even detangle it before I washed it out because I probably was like 3 weeks past the wash. So at that point, detangling just seemed like a headache. As you can see, I did my whole head. So yeah, these are done. Okay, so what I did was I braided the base and then I twisted the rest. So depending on the length of your hair, that'll determine how long your twists are. Mine are pretty long. Okay, so straight from washing and conditioning my hair, I put it in a couple of big braids for like a few days so it would dry. I do not put heat in my hair. I did not blow dry it. There's no type of heat, anything. It just dried, and then I parted it and braided maybe about an inch or two and then twisted the rest. Okay, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to go goddess or if I wanted to just leave them as regular faux locks. But the thing is, it was probably maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just figured I would put some extension hair on the end because I was going to do goddess. It didn't work. Total fail because I winded up getting tired and I did not braid it appropriately. I do not like putting synthetic hair, braiding it from my base, because I've noticed that like with my type of hair, it tends to break it. I don't know why. So like I can only really use human hair. But if I have a braid and then I braid the synthetic hair onto the end, it does nothing to my hair. So as you can see, I started thinking of going the goddess route, but as we get further on into the video, you will see that was a fail. It would have worked better if I wanted to wrap all of my faux locks around my hair, but what I was trying to do was the Jazz Nicole method, where you use the hook latch and go in between the circle, the hollow part of the faux lock, and pull the hair through. For that, I should have braided tighter, so my bad, but I just improvised as I went. Okay, so the hair that I use is the Bobbi Boss Bomba Soul. Love that hair. I only had one pack, so I'm using that in the front because I know how that works. And then I'm using, I don't know, some other brand in the back. It was something I picked up at the local beauty supply. So, yeah, I'm about to get started. And the reason I love the Bomba Soul is because they're hollowed out in the middle. They're awesome. But my first one, I'm using a test run. I'm going to use an old faux lock, and just because I haven't done it in so long, I forgot I'm supposed to go under or over. So right now I take the hook latch, I go under, push it through at the base, and then what I do is take the looped part of the faux lock and put that inside of the hook, and then I go ahead and I latch it, and then I take that and I pull it through the base of my braid. It's not tight. That's why you don't want to braid your hair too tight, or you'll be like pulling your hair out. And then after that, I make sure that it's through. I will use my hook latch to pull it through, because I'm showing you all I'm going to use my hands. So I make sure the hole's large enough to fit my faux lock and my twist through it. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. I go ahead and take my twist and my faux lock. I pull it through the hole. I make sure both come all the way through. And then that's when I realized that the braiding hair, the curly hair at the end that I put on is going to be a fail. So some of them will have it and some of them won't. I pulled it through. So now you just pull the lock at the base. You're just securing it onto the base. Can y'all see that? So it's pretty much on the base. I have this through and then it's onto my hair. So I'm tightening it on the base. Now, the direction of the lock. It's been a while. Let me see. It's looping. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go around the base a few times. I'm untwisting the lock, not unraveling. Just twist back and it locks back. You can do this all the way to the end. I normally wouldn't. I suggest if your hair is less than 6 inches, you can just go ahead and do this. It's real simple. So because my hair is probably, there are parts that are like 16 inches. There are other parts that are like 20. So because my hair is kind of long, you know, when it's straight, of course it's in twists and it's kind of shrunk up, so it's shorter. It's easier for me to use the hook latch, but I just went ahead and twisted it. I unwrapped and, you know, wrapped the faux lock all the way to the bottom because I had a big hump, which was me attempting to put the braiding hair on. So yeah, it was a waste of time because it wound up coming off anyway. Had I just did it, you know, with my natural hair, I would have used the hook latch all the way through, which is called the Jazz Nicole method. You know, well, I got it from her. So once again, I'm just showing you, I'm trying to go all the way to the end, and once my braiding hair falls off, I'm just twisting this thing. The thing, it looks a little used because this is an old faux lock that I had one old one, and I just used it as the test to, you know, just try to get the memory of how I lock it and unlock it, and the difference in when you stick the hook latch under the braid as opposed to over the braid. This is the Bobbi Boss. I love these. I think these are the Bomba Soul. And it's like maybe 15 in the back. Okay. This is why I like the Bobbi Boss Bomba Soul. Look at the bottom. It's already hollowed out for you. It's just perfect. These are awesome. I'm actually, oh, it's caught on my tragus. It's caught on my tragus. Yes, it is. I just ripped this out a few days ago in the shower, so I don't need this stress right now. Woo, yeah, that was a good one. Don't get it caught on your tragus piercing, people. Don't do what I do. Okay, so the first one that I did, I was able to wrap it all the way to the end, and my curly hair stayed on the end. For this one, I'm going to go up under the braid once again. I grabbed the faux lock. I put the looped part around the hook. And then once I get it in there, I go ahead and I latch the hook and I pull it through. Now for this one, the curly hair came off, which, like I said, made life much simpler because then I could just show you all the Jazz Nicole method, which is why it probably took me about maybe an hour to do my whole head. So I just went ahead and pulled it through. Now remember, once again, secure it at the base. So I pull the faux lock to make it flush on my base. And then once that happens, I open up. I just like twist it backwards, but you have to twist it going toward the direction that it's looping. I loop it around like maybe twice. Sometimes I'll do 3 times just to make sure it's covering up my black hair at the base. It's covering up my braid. So once I do that, then I take my hook latch, and I can sometimes do it like all the way from the bottom, but the best way for me is to go halfway up the braid and stick the hook latch in there through the middle, and just kind of like scrunchy the hair all the way up to the point that I can reach my natural, my twist. So I just keep going up, and then once I get to my twist, I pull the latch out, and then I wind up hooking the latch around my twist. So as you can see, there goes the hook. I put my twist inside the hook, close it, and then I just pull it right through the middle. And that is super simple. That's where the hair came off, and I didn't even care. I didn't braid it tight enough, my bad. So I pull it through, and that's that. So that's halfway through. And like without the weave, the curly hair, you can see the length of my braid. So you want to make sure at this point you go all the way to the bottom of the faux lock, come up from the bottom, So that's why I love the Bobbi Boss, because as you see, my hair is almost as long as the faux lock. So if your hair is as long as your faux locks, just go up maybe 18 inches, 20 inches. But if you twist your hair and then spray it with like water and kind of like scrunch it up, it should, you know, if you have my texture of hair, that'll like promote shrinkage. That's what you want. You kind of want your twist to shrink so that it can fit inside of the faux lock and your hair is not hanging out. So yeah, just went through the bottom of the faux lock, go up to my twist once again. Wherever my twist is out, that's where I stick the hook out, wrap my twist in the hook, latch it, and then I just pull it through. Like, you can literally do a twist a minute. Like, it's so simple. A faux lock a minute. Very easy. And then because my hair is like near the bottom, I go to the top and just smooth it down and make sure my hair is not sticking out of the bottom. And that's that. I can still see a little bit of my hair. Like right there at that point, I see my hair. So I want to smooth it again one more time. So like I can see my hair, but no one else can. So if your hair is like still sticking out, like you're using a different color, just as long as you make sure that you enter and exit the faux lock exactly where your hair is, you don't have to worry about your hair sticking out. So I'm going to do a few more off camera. Okay, so we're going to talk about when your hair fails. What I didn't do was braid these tight enough. It was like, well, like this one is good, but there are a few other ones that are like kind of sucky. So I just decided to take the goddess part off. I still do have like a goddess here or there. I'm just going to cut that. What I'm going to do is just leave them like this because, like I said, I didn't braid the actual hair as tight as I should have. So what I'm doing now is just twisting. I'm doing my, see, I've got a knot in my hair. I'm doing my natural hair, and then I'll just twist that to the end. So yeah, there's a way, if you mess up, you can reverse it as I'm doing right now. So right now I'm only twisting this enough to cover my natural hair. See, my hair is right there. And yeah, I'm just twisting it to the end. So once my natural hair is covered, hold on, I got a little bit more, still have a piece. Okay, there we go. So my natural hair is right here, it's to there. So what I do is, because it's almost to the end, I want to make sure it doesn't come out. Just lengthen it a little bit, and then my natural hair will get lost in there. You can't even see it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We're improvising. Okay, so my front is complete, and that is one pack. I definitely would have done them like smaller, but the thing is, I work a job where I sweat a lot and I don't like a lot of hair. I wear a hat, so I have to make sure that I don't have so many locks that I can't fit my hat on. And also, I'm on like this weight, you know, I'm on this weight loss or fitness journey, y'all. So I'm trying to like exercise, and there's nothing worse than having a million faux locks. You can't put them in a ponytail, and then you have to take them out a few days later because your hair is sweaty and it stinks. And yeah, so mine are a little big. My twists are a little big, but I did that on purpose. Like I said, 15 in a pack, so that's 16 in the front, and then I think I have like another 12 or 15 in the back. If I weren't as active as I am, I probably would have had like maybe 25 in the front, but it's still full. All right, y'all, so this is the back end. This is the first time ever that it has been easier to actually wrap my natural hair in the faux lock. Normally, I'd knock out that Jazz Nicole method in like 45 minutes. My whole head is done. Super simple. But like I said, because I was lazy and tired with the braiding of the curly hair, I had to go through each one and pretty much try to take off the extension hair. So the back is an off-brand. It was cool. What I didn't like about them was that as I was wrapping, they were really hard to wrap. As I was wrapping, the ends would like unravel a bit, but it gave me a bit of a curly effect, so it worked out okay. Once again, the Bobbi Boss Bomba Sole, they are so lightweight. I love those faux locks. And then I also like the Bobbi Boss new locks, but the difference with those are you can't really hook latch. They're not hollowed out and they're super small. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Just leave a comment, message, make sure you subscribe and like. Thank you.